Yeah, so someone asked me, she said, Yeye, what's my life going to be like after I answer my call? That is, if I decide to go ahead and answer the call upon me to be a priestess. Like, she wanted to know the pros and cons of being a priestess, the pros and cons of answering your call. Like, she wanted to know what she was gonna be getting herself into if she answers her call. So she was like, hey, what's life gonna be like for me? And like I always say, I like using myself as an example whenever I want to talk to somebody in regards to spirituality, egbe, water, answering your call, and stuffs like that. The reason I love using myself is because I know my story, right? I know me. I know all what I went through. I know what I encountered. I know how life was for me. And I still know what I am going through right now. So I like using myself as a yardstick whenever I want to talk to people about spirituality, at least for the experiences that I have, the encounters that I've had in my spiritual journey. So this lady wanted to know what she would expect, like what is life gonna be for her after answering her call. So I told her, if you answer your call, is your life gonna change? Yes, it's going to change. What are the changes that you're gonna expect? The thing is, not everybody is gonna be accepting or welcoming of the new you after you answer your call. I mean, after you've done your initiation rites, whether it is your call for Olokun, or Batala, or Oshun, Aji, I don't know, depends, right? Not everybody will be accepting or welcoming of it, especially your family members. Yes, not everybody, unless for those of us that came from family that they have been into Isheshe for generations, right? That they have been into Isheshe right from the beginning of their lineage, like they did not divert to Christianity or Islam. Now, for those ones, it's a different ball game, right? The family they are into Isheshe, that is the African traditional belief system. So it's normal. They don't have. They're not gonna. It's not gonna be anything for them because they were born into that. Now, for those people that were born into their generation during the era of Christianity in that family or Islam, it's gonna be a different ball game. You should expect that most of your family members will not be welcoming. Yes, they're not going to be accepting of this new you. They might even brand you to be something that you are not. Yes, they might brand you to be evil. They might brand you to be fetish. They will want to avoid you. A lot of people will want to avoid you amongst family, amongst friends, even your neighbors, you know. For those of us that were working before we decided to answer our call, maybe your colleagues, your siblings, even so for those of us that still have our parents alive, it's not going to be easy for them to accept, right? Like I know that my mom, she wasn't 100% accepting initially, right? She was somehow, and because she, judging by all what she did, the things she did when I was a child, trying to like remove that thing from me, like they said, the evil spirit that was in me. So she wasn't really accepting, she wasn't really welcoming. But at the end of the day, she realized that this is who she is. Quite alright, she's my daughter, but this is who she is. It's her life, right? So you expect that a lot of people will not be welcoming of your new you, right? A lot of people will want to avoid you. You know what people don't know they are afraid of, right? And what people are afraid of, they talk bad about. They like to talk down on it. So a lot of people that used to know you prior to when you decided to answer your call, and then after you answer your call, some people might start calling you names, negative names. Some might call you like names that have been called. I've been called evil. I've been called fetish. I've been called demonic ever since I started to answer my call from those people that are my family members, not outsiders. So my own family, my family members, they branded me as evil, as fetish, as demonic. And then some decided to avoid me. Even amongst my friends, I have friends that stopped talking to me back then, stopped associating with me. But the truth is, this is your life anyway. This life is yours. So you wouldn't say because you are going to be discommunicated and then you will now live your life trying to please others. You should always know that you can never please human. You cannot. Even if you decide not to answer your call simply because of what your family members will say, and then you decide to live your life without fulfilling purpose, it is this same your family members know that will still talk down on you. If you fail to answer your call, if you fail to fulfill purpose because of what your family members will say, what they will think, what light will they see you, it is this same your family members that will talk down on you at the end of the day. So yes, answering your call comes with a lot of changes. It has its up and down. It has its pros and cons. But the good news is, with all the ups and downs, all the pros and cons, you are gonna fulfill purpose. Yes. The essence for which you were created is gonna be manifested. You won't just live life as an unfulfilled person. Because to everyone out there that has a call, that is yet to answer their call, that is yet to recognize their call, that is yet to align with the purpose for their existence, my dear, you're going to end up living an unfulfilled life. You might be wealthy, you might have money, but something is definitely going to be lacking in your life. Believe it or not, take it or leave it. That is just the truth about it. So for those of us out there that are mad, that are thinking that if I decide to answer my call, what's going to happen? I just want to prepare you. I want you to get yourself ready. Initially, it is not going to be easy. Oh, if I tell you it's easy, that is a lie. If I tell you that you transitioning from whatever religion you are now to answer your call in another religion, it's going to be easy. That is a very big lie. It's not going to be easy. Initially, it's going to be tough. It won't be easy. It won't be a jolly ride. But with the help and the guidance, the direction, the protection from Eledua, from the Orisha that Eledua assigned specifically to you, you're going to get better. Yes. It's going to be better. Oh, it surely will be better. Initially, there might be turbulences here and there. There might be upheaval here and there. You might have conflicts amongst your family members, your friends, even for those of us that are in our marriages, that are in our already married, or that are in our husbands' houses, or that already have wives, for the men that have calling. Your partner, that is your spouse, might not be welcoming of it, yes. It might try to shake the marriage one way or another. But at the end of the day, if you and your spouse are destined to be, if people are meant to be, after the storm comes the calm. Everything is going to settle itself. So, for every one of us out there that have been told at one point in our life or another that we'll have a call, but we are afraid because we don't know what is going to happen after answering our call. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to get better. And after answering your call, your better days are going to begin. There are better days ahead. Initially, it might be tough, but I'm telling you, there are better days ahead. So go ahead, answer that call. You will not regret it. Answer your call. You will not about it. Yeah.